It really broke my heart back in the day. The fact that how many schools I could apply to was directly based on my parents' income, which was not that much. And I really felt that I was being held back because of something that was not my control at all.
I personally feel very connected to Duolingo's mission, both teaching languages and bridging cultures through languages, and also the DET, Duolingo English Test mission, which is helping lower barriers for international students to study abroad. Because both of them apply to me personally.
I'm from Guatemala, and when I was studying my MBA, I had to take another proficiency test, which was not a great experience for me. I think this is one of the reasons why I really wanted to work in this project.
It is a very mission-driven company, and in making education free and accessible to all, that always resonated with me.
During my PhD, I learned about Duolingo, and in my field, it's a really special and a well-known company with a lot of credibility, so I feel like I've always wanted to join the team.
I was really driven to join Duolingo is when I started learning about the product, like the Duolingo English Test. I realized that it's everything that I had wanted 10 years ago when I myself was coming to the US for studies. I had offers that could take me to San Francisco or Seattle or New York. Ended up deciding to come to Pittsburgh because I wanted to work at Duolingo.
The DET is a startup within a much larger startup. And that's exciting because the scope of what you can do and achieve and the impact you can have is absolutely immense. So that's definitely a driving factor for me that brought me to the DET.
When I decided to apply for the job here, there were a few important factors that I considered. One of them obviously was just the reputation of the company, like I mentioned earlier. The other huge factor for me was just how accessible the product is that they're producing, right? The DET is probably the most affordable and accessible test out there.
That's one of the things that has fueled me to actually work even harder on the DET. It's just like I think we can do much better. Like technology now has advanced so much that we can do better, and we're doing that with the DET.
As great as the DET is, we are still very early in our journey. So there's a lot of students, a lot of people, a lot of stakeholders in the ecosystem who don't really know the DET or who understand what it offers.
And there's a huge opportunity for us to continue to grow because across the world, there are millions of international students who come from hundreds of countries where they don't yet know that the DET can be an option for them. So I'm very excited to continue to scale our brand awareness among students across the world, but also to build a team all across the world closer to where test takers are.
It's a very international company to work with an American touch. That's how I would explain working here. And it has been an amazing experience for me.
That really kind of aligned with my vision and my values as, a researcher, an educator.
My bad luck that wasn't there when I was a student, but, I can now work on it and make other people's lives better.